Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Civilization 6, coming at you with a brand new Wonder Start. And today, we're going to feature the fantastic Menelik II of Ethiopia, and he is spawning on the not too shabby Delicate Arch. Not one of the most overwhelming, fantastic, OP Wonder Starts that we've done, but little bit of faith and gold for us to kickstart our first fun little religious focused Wonder Starts. And I wanted to do this because I haven't done a religious game with Menelik yet, and Menelik, of course, is the most recent civilization to be released into the game. Let's take a quick look at what he does before we talk a bit more about the game ahead of us and the strategies we will enlist. So, receive science and culture equal to 15% of your faith generation in cities founded on hills. So, of course, you're going to want to found your cities on hills to get this bonus. And that synergizes so well with the incredible faith generation that Menelik can perform. So, not too bad. Units also gain 4 combat strength on hills. That's not too shabby at all either if you're just kind of focus on defending in hills or even attacking into hills with people. Not too bad at all. Axomite Legacy. Ethiopia's international trade routes grant 0.5 faith per resource at the origin. So getting your resources up and running, having lots of resources in your cities is nice once you hit international trade route times. And then, of course, improved resources provide 1 faith for each copy the city owns. So this is a ton of faith generation, which will, of course, push back into the science and culture you get here. Finally, you can purchase archaeological museums and archaeologists with faith. This is a nice little bonus in the culture game. Obviously not going to affect us much here. It's much more about that faith from your copies of resources that we have. So that's the biggie there. And then we've got the Oromo Cavalry, not particularly fantastic, unique unit, certainly not going to impact us at all in this game. And then the Rock-Hewn Church is a fantastic tile improvement for incredible faith generation, as well as a significant garner of the tourism in a culture game. But we're going to be going at it from a faith generation perspective, not only obviously to generate faith in order to purchase our religious units, but that faith generation will also turn around and provide us with some science and culture that will help us push through the tree early-ish on in order to get to some of the wonders that we're going to want and some of that stuff. But, of course, high-end science and culture is not necessarily all that big a deal. It is really, really all about getting a religion, generating faith, moving from there. So let's take a look at what we've got here. We've got a nice little 2-2 city center we're going to have here. We're going to have some nice tiles, set it up pretty good. Didn't want to have it too overwhelming, but we're going to have a little bit of early culture here. And then we're going to have the a nice banana tile to work out of the gate with some faith. So we'll have a really nice, quick Pantheon choice. And other than that, that's about it. Now, what I want to do is I probably want to do animal husbandry for this. This is the quickie. Obviously, we'll be able to farm a resource, which will a quick builder will be nice for this, and we could get that going. We got to get the irrigation, so we do this into that. We of course need to get a religion going. So I think I'm going to start with animal husbandry right out of the gate, and then we can maybe come up through pottery there. Obviously, it's going to be like pottery irrigation after astrology. We could go straight to astrology, but animal husbandry will give us a tile or 2 options. So let's do that, I think. Well, I guess we'll settle our city. Let's settle our city first. The inspirational site of Delicate Arch fills the citizens of our new city of Addis Ababa with joy. Sorry for the pronunciations. And we have some honey up here as well. So we have, so we actually have a number of things that we could put together on animal husbandry, and improving the resources is of course very important for that +1 faith per. Now, we're going to start with the scout, and I'm considering the possibility of going scout here. Although Scout, Builder, Settler. Getting Builder, getting Faith going, I don't know. Part of me, move out here and try and clear out this spot to the left. Got some mountains out here. Potential holy site spot. Part of me is like, you know, get out and explore. And that. Now I'm thinking maybe Builder, maybe Scout into Builder. It delays obviously our second city, but I like that faith generation right out of the gate to be able to improve some tiles. I don't know. I think maybe Scout into Builder. My initial thought was maybe we change it up a little bit, do something a little crazy. Got a goodie up here. I was thinking to myself, maybe we do something a little crazy. No, not that Scout's crazy, but it's not typical for me. So I don't know. We'll see. I think we're gonna go Scout Builder. I just have a feeling about it. Let's pop down here. Probably not a bad spot for a city on that hill. Or maybe up here. We'll see. We'll have to see what's going on there. Grab that goodie hut. Oh, baby. How hot is that? That is super duper. So that's going to be some extra faith generation just like that, which is really nice because of the improved tile. Up to +3, and then we're getting extra science and culture slightly more because of the science and culture. Like, I mean, we're talking about fractions right now, but it's just every little bit counts, right? So, I think we're going next turn. So that saves us from going Builder, I suppose. Rapa Nui to the north. Rapa Nui to the north. There's some culture right there. Okay. Okay, we got a volcano here, some mountains. Let's just step over here. Potential holy site right there. Got some trees. Maybe a city here. Let's try and stay on top of the taps. What did I just say? On top of the pins. Giving us some ideas. Potential right there, I think. Got a volcano here as well, actually. Yes. You'll also notice that this is the very first Wonder Start series that is exclusive to the YouTubes. Previously, let's go like that. Previously, I have always, of course, started the Wonder Starts while streaming on Twitch, but that is not the case. I'm going to go Scout. Since we got that free build, I'm going to go Scout. It was kind of my thought. Let's do it. Go this way. Jump on that banana, see what's going on. So what happened was, this past week, a game came out that you may have heard of called Crusader Kings 3, which is fantastic and absolutely blowing the doors off it as far as... we're waiting 2 more turns on that. As far as reviews and just people absolutely loving it, potential holy site there is a 4, although we probably got to talk about Rock Yuns as well. So I was playing that for most of the week early on, and I wasn't able to really get a chance to play Civilization 6 this week, to be honest with you. I was playing that most of the week and then chilling out on Thursdays and Fridays like I normally do. Now it's Saturday morning, and I am putting together a series for you. So I pounded this map out just a few... Well, in the last couple hours, while watching the Tour de France, I was just making this map. And now we're playing it. And so you guys are getting exclusive content here on the YouTubes. So I hope you're enjoying it. All right, Scout. Can you guys believe it? I've lost my mind. Just come around here and just kind of clear this out like I normally would. There is the camp. increased gold on that tile. What are we working right now, by the way? We're working these two. I wouldn't mind the idea of locking in the culture, but that's a lot of faith generation as well. Yeah. And plus it's also faster growth, which will get us 2 tiles faster. Yeah, I think I want to do that. Just stick with the faith generation, I think, yeah. Pop over here. Pantheon already. Now, faith generation obviously makes a lot of sense when you're going for a religious victory. Now, what that would mean in terms of choices, there's obviously the Earth Goddess, and then there's Fire Goddess. Earth Goddess is, well, it'd be a fair amount up here. The Rock Hewn will take up some of these trees. We'll have it'll provide faith obviously around here because these are all going to be pretty high appeal, I would imagine, given that they are next. Although this one's not the best, and theirs has got jungle all over the place, so that's not going to be the greatest. Yeah, so the appeal lens overall, I mean, we don't have a lot of vision on our land, but obviously appeal up here where the trees are, and terrible here where we're working our tiles right now. So it's going to be nothing for us right now. It'll help in here until we chop down some trees, and then that you never know, because we're going to put probably Holy Site up in here somewhere. Probably going to want to do some Rock Hewns in this area. Rock Hewns do not provide appeal, so we'll be taking away appeal by giving trees. I'm 90% sure of that, right? They do not provide appeal. Am I wrong? Yeah, no, they don't. Oh wait, +1 appeal. They do provide appeal. My bad. Okay, I only played these guys once, and it was like over a month ago, and I was wrong. My apologies. You guys are at home screaming at your computers or whatever you're watching me on, saying, "What are you talking about?" They do provide appeal, so I mean, faith generation is what it's all about. So we might as well, and then of course, as we build some in and around the area, we're just going to be adding appeal. Even if we remove trees to do it, we'll be adding appeal back in. We could put, we could consider some spots through here for Rock Hewns in order to take away some of that jungle. So let's choose a Pantheon, and let's make it Earth Goddess. Yeah. It's all about faith generation, so we might as well take Earth Goddess and be happy about it. Once we get rid of some of this jungle and that, we'll be in much better shape. Okay.
It is not wisdom,
but authority. So no barbs yet. Let's run survey, and we can run right into production, of course, because we do not need the faith from God King in order to get our Pantheon, which is very nice. Now, this last charge on this builder, I'm considering to chop out my Holy Site. I'm guessing the Holy Site goes up here. It'll be a +4 out of the gate. It'll eventually probably drop one of those. As long as there's at least 3, we're fine. This would be a 3, and then if we put Rock Hewns around, like a Rock Hewn, that's a flat air spot there. This would be a full Rock Hewn. This would be a full Rock Hewn. This would lose 1. And then we could put 1 here, would only be the last one. So, a fair amount. Now, here's the other thing, too. When I played these guys previously, I did a culture victory. And one of the main things that I was doing is I wasn't putting that many Rock Hewns down because I didn't want to sacrifice the production in a game where, you know, production was much more important. But in a game where you don't need to actually necessarily build that many districts, you don't need to push that productivity all that hard. Once you're generating faith, you're kind of in a good position. So I wasn't building as many as I can probably see myself building in this particular playthrough because the faith that they generate is the most important thing by far that we need to worry about. So, yeah. I don't know what this tile is here or this tile, but potentially one here wouldn't be too shabby. Actually, oh no, one's here, so I can't put one there. So here, this feels probably pretty good. Or here, one of those two spots. This one loses one here and here already, so one of those two spots, and then maybe we could put them up over here somewhere. Put them right on the delicate arch tiles. Be pretty nice. Okay, this guy, of course, has stood in our way because why wouldn't he? And civics, let's go. We've already discovered a continent. We're on a continent split, actually, I think is what popped up. I think it's the second continent up here, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So, continent split up there. Let's see what's going on to the south. Let me step over here. There's a goody hut. We're actually, so there's enough space down here for a city, for sure. There's a river coming down this way, so we'll go see what's going on down there and over here. See what we've got going on for space. Now, let me just see. I need to save up some gold because I'm going to need to buy these two tiles. I'll buy as cheap as possible right now. We're going to need to get 75, so I need 50 more gold. Maybe we get lucky and we have enough gold by the time if 5 turns comes up. I'm just trying to think. I mean we have some time to buy it because we're going to go settler into that. Let me just pop over there. Okay, so interesting. There's a lot of flat tiles along here, so not necessarily good spots. This would be a good rock hewn right here, and then here maybe, and here. Maybe that's the ticket. Not necessarily going for like the very best ones always, but okay, we have a flat tile here. Be a +4 campus. There's also a campus over here to be had. If I were to put a rock hewn there, and I don't know what this is, but 1, 2, 3, 4, minimum 4, and of course you can't put them next to each other. So if you keep them spaced, 1, 2. This isn't a very good one, but might be just as good as anything, I suppose. Maybe. This one will be better than this one, but this one here is at least a 4. This one is a 4. And I can't put one there because it's out of reach. I don't know. Just spitballing. Into the settler, 10 turns. Unit needs orders. Let's go get that goody hut. Population. That's we actually we weren't too far from getting to pop 3, so that wasn't necessarily the best timing, but we're now working that culture, which I'm happy about. We're 4 turns from pop 4, so that'll speed that settler up quite a bit. No doubt about it. And then a city down in here somewhere. You start to take consideration over what oh, it's a hill. Oh, okay. I was like, why can't I step onto that fissure? Okay, let's go like that. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start moving this guy this way. And this guy can go this way, and that way they can be venturing off in opposite directions. We're going to go this way. I'm going to go up here so I can chop out this holy site when the time comes. Now, another thing of note that I wanted to mention was step on the hill, I guess. This is the first series that I've done since the August update, which came out last Thursday. So, like, about a week ago, a little over a week ago, I guess now. And I think that's when it came out anyway. I'm trying to remember. So, yeah, the update was quite insignificant from my perspective. I'm not all that enthused at all about the random technology tree. I will do a series maybe later this week where we do take a look at it and see what it's all about, but I'm not enthused about it at all. And other than that, there was very insignificant, as far as I'm concerned, occurrences. Jerusalem, hello there. And I also heard a barb hut. And I also saw a goody hut. So, one thing that I was disappointed with, and I might mention this in a video or something like that, summarizing the whole thing, if I find the time. They changed around the city status for amenities. They made it much harder to be both happy and ecstatic. Much, much harder. And it felt like a lazy choice to me. I just, to me, it's just like, it's been that way. The game's like 4 years. Ooh, Fez, okay. The game's like 4 years old. What are we wasting our time for making changes like to the base concepts of the game? I don't understand. I'm really frustrated that they changed it like that, especially to make it too harder all across the board. It just, to me, seems absolutely bananas. It feels like a bad choice and more lazy and anything, just trying to nerf the game in general. A couple first meets. Anyway, I'll digress. I'm not going to get into that. There's no intention. I was just mentioning some of the changes I brought up, and I just got one off on a tangent, and I apologize. Let's go get that goodie hut. Ooh, wow. We are all over the reconning today. Let's go. Wouldn't you guess that the one time I go 2 scouts, I get a third in the goodie hut? Let's head north with this guy then, I guess. Like that. We are 2 turns from having the gold. So anyway, the update was not, I'm not. See, the thing is, I'm not a fanboy. I'm not the kind of guy who's just gonna drool over the game and everything they do just because. I'll tell you how I feel. If I feel good about something, I'm going to tell you. If I feel something's kind of relatively garbage and nonsensical and makes no sense to me, I'm just going to go ahead and tell you. And that's how I feel. And I'll shut up about it now. Alright, so we met Zanzibar, not a first meet. Alright. Zanzibar, oh, because they came down here and saw us. Alright, there we go. Goody hut. I think I might go grab the goody hut with the scout, who is in position to go grab that hopefully first. Try and get ourselves some upgraded scouts. I want to try and move my warrior south because there's a barb hut here we would like to go take a look at. Extinguishing, if at all possible. We're 3 turns on the scout, or on the settler. That will also give us a... It will also give us... Actually, would that be a settle as well? I could settle that instead. I was going to settle this, and I'm like, that's a hill, so I can settle it now. As far as where to settle that next city, you obviously want to always put your city in a place where it's, your second city in a place where it's going to thrive quickly. It's going to have really good tiles to work. Maybe this is a settle? And we could settle one of these 2 tiles. This keeps things a little bit more squeezed in. Pulls us away from the 4-2 spice tile that we just found. I think maybe I settle the copper. And then we could do some sort of a... We could put some campuses up in here. We don't obviously need a lot of campuses, but you wanted to get some science early on to help you out. So there's some campus potential in here for these cities. And then maybe a government plaza. A couple commercial hubs. And again, we're just talking about the idea of what you do in early cities, because you want to set a foundation, a little bit of a foundation, of a little bit of gold income, a little bit of science, a little bit of culture, obviously, and then of course the holy sites are your first priority. This city's holy site could potentially go right up in here. Looks like a +4. Although if we were to put a rock hewn on this, that would lose one. Rock hewn there would be really nice for this city. 1, 2, yeah, it reaches there. We'll have to see. Just put that idea in there. Yep. So I think I like this. And then, of course, some campuses in and around this. Some potential theater squares. Now, holy sites, this city here, this guy's going to have a holy site maybe in this mountain here, potentially. This feels like a really good city to build right now, to be honest with you. It's got, I could get out, it's got a 2-2, we get to the 4-2. It's got a holy site we can get going, that's really nice. This city's got a lot of food, 4 food, 3-2, a 2-2. There's a culture tile there. There's a 3-1, there's a 1-3s. Yeah, this is a city, I think. I think this is the next city. And so we're gonna, this warrior coming this way will give us a little bit of an escort as well for this settler to come here. I think that's where we want to send our next city. It simply makes the most sense. Civics tree, improve 3 tiles. Oof. We're gonna need another builder to do that because I'm doing a chop. Isn't that a shame? Oops. I kind of want to get this guy north because I've already got a guy going. Well, this guy I guess ended up going south. I'll take that promotion here in a second. I think I'm probably going to go north, so I'll just go to here and take the hill promotion and then keep moving.
A physician without a...
And we'll come down here, jump into pottery. Science is going along real solid. And I think I can buy that tile now. Yes, I can. And what I could potentially do is chop out the rest of that settler. Oh, shoot. I need mining. Oh, God. Ha 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 ha. That's not good. I completely forgot I need mining to chop down the tree. Normally I wouldn't go... Normally I just go bang, bang, bang and not worry about astrology. So in my head I'm just thinking I can chop trees. There you go. So we have astrology and not mining. Is there another place I could put this tree? We're going to be taking away... I got to be plus... You want to be +3 adjacency minimum. And that'll give any to me. I could go up here as well. That's a +3. But then I'd have to buy those tiles. Oh well, it's fine. Heading north. This guy's heading south. This guy is heading north. Don't know what these mountains are doing here, so I didn't want to step here and have to come over here anyway. We'll go around. We'll grab that goody hut and then we'll see what's going on there. Maybe we go over top of Fez and back down. I don't know. So this guy's gonna have to wait, obviously. And I think what I'm actually do is go like this. Maybe I should have actually stood. Ah, that was a mistake, maybe. Step across there and then we'll go through. Again, waiting. What I'll probably end up doing... Oof, I'm late on Holy Site for sure. We're in good shape though. Nobody else has gotten on it, so mistimed that quite poorly, didn't I? So I can't start the holy site. There is the monument. Trader. Another builder would get us. Maybe I work the builder. I chop out the builder, and we can get some more resources mining. Resources. Sorry, worked. I think that's probably the right case there. Please don't step on that goody hut. Please, please, please. And then in 2 turns, when we have the ability, we'll chop out the builder. Maybe it won't finish it, but it'll get close. We can get the holy site underway. And then we'll have to keep a close eye on how long it's going to take to get that holy site built. Unit. One last turn. Unit. Masonry. Good stuff. Now, did I even have... I don't think I had a stone to make a chorus. That actually turns out to be a really nice boost. Mountains in the way here. Potential for a city up there. We're not going to need to worry about too many cities. Like, I'm not probably going to build more than 8 cities, so it's pretty flat up in here, so maybe not the best. We're going to be squeezed by Fez and Rapa Nui potentially. We'll step to here. See if we can get through there. Hills are alive. We have a coast right in here, it looks like. Let's pop up on that hill, see what's going on. Okay, next turn, this guy should run away from us.
When you find yourself in a hole,
Let's link these guys up. I need to get to here. I want to keep him away from the city, so we'll step there and then straight down. You are, of course, standing in my way. Whoa. Droughts incoming in there. Technology, now we're going to get into pottery. We do have the irrigation boost, of course. And we have the mining technology. Let's go ahead and chop that. That'll be during next turn. We can get into the holy site. Like that. What am I going to do here? I want to go get this. I've got to be careful of that. I've got these 2 tiles and then maybe the silks. Depending on what this guy does, I'll step to here and do these 2. And of course we're into the holy site. Still nobody earning great profit points yet, so we're in pretty good shape. Make sure to keep a close eye on that. Let me go down here and take, oh, there we go, goody hut. Take a look, try and clear this all out, and then we can head maybe north up the coast. This guy is going to clear the north here. This guy needs to get east. Looks like another mountain there, so I'm going to have to go around the top of Fez and then sort this out. Try and get north there. Okay. 6 turns on the holy site. We're working. I locked these tiles in. I'm considering switching. I like the culture though. I like the culture a lot. Early Empire needs 1 more turn. I'm going to switch to 3 tiles, though, because I'd rather get the boost first. Sorry, the boost first and then finish it off to get the carryover. If at all possible. Step there. Cross there. Okay. 6 turns. Work away. Oh, hello there. I see her in my games a lot. I wonder if there's like a bias towards putting her in my games or something. Like, I don't know. It's crazy. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So Golden Age, gotta keep that in mind as well. This holy site will give us lots of year score. Horsies. Ooh, a 3/3 tile. That'd be a city right there. That would be a city right there, and then the holy site in there. Keeping these things in mind, not a bad idea. Up to pop 4. There's that boost of craftsmanship we've been looking for. I think I'd like to... No, it doesn't make any difference, so I'm going to keep the culture. I just wanted to see what would happen if I use that tile instead of this tile, if it would somehow shave a turn off this, but no, it's fine. I could unhook this one because it's only 1 production tile. If I were to use like no, that's fine. 4 turns. Another barb out there of the scout variety. I don't know if I can walk onto his borders right now. Hopefully I can get through his borders still. Got a lake here. Got a northern coast.
I thought
Kind of.
clay must feel.
Oh, almost got there. Almost got there in time. Found the city. They're on flat ground, so it should be a pretty good battle. I don't have the card on for increased military strength against barbarians at the moment. We'll go straight into our monument. I'm going to go work this. It'll increase gold and give us a faith from the improved resource. Could come down with the last charge and do this, but I kind of like the idea of going into the silk, to be honest with you. Faith generation's 12 a turn already. Really working some good science and culture. Excellent stuff. Okay, let me go here. Into there. Put that out. We are able to go. So if I can just do one more step and then we'll be in the clear, even if it locks up the borders after that. Please don't lock up the borders. There we go. Thank God. Good. Maybe I come actually this way, because I wouldn't mind clearing this out before we keep going further east. Evenish battle. How we doing here? go ahead and work that. For another faith generation. Heading towards top 5. What I'm thinking is we're anywhere that we're gonna build a rock hewn and we have tree chops, we'll use those as settler chops. I would think. I don't know if I want to. Yeah, I don't really know if I want to chop this because it'll get rid of faith on that. 1, 2, 3. Chop these. We could chop this as well. Chop that. We have a fair amount of chops that we can put together for settler chops. It's not too bad. I like to save trees. Other thing to keep in mind too. There's that barb hut. Boost to archery. The other thing to keep in mind too is that which wonders we're going to want to build as well. We'll have to keep that in mind. They've grabbed that. Let's try and clear this out a little bit, I think. Although this guy could come up this way. Maybe I should actually head this way. Excuse me. Clear that out. Yeah, let's go this way. And I think I'm going to go this way and try to come up around the back, maybe? What do we got here? We're going there. What turn is it? 26? How are we doing on... Still good. 1 turn there. See how we make that on this punch. Not great. I would probably say I need to stand and heal for a turn or 2. Just to be safe, because I do not want to turn on the card. I'd rather keep the... Oh, there's ear score, perfect. For the holy site. So, craftsmanship is done. So, like I was saying, I would prefer not to put on a takeoff survey, because I like having the high-end scouts, so getting the extra experience is nice. Since the barb camps haven't popped, we don't have a lot of killing to do, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and stick with this 4-8 now. Which means I'll just have this guy be patient. And you're going there. Next turn I'll be able to actually do that, which is great. Civics. We actually have the boost here now, and we're going to get this boost shortly, so that will be every boost all the way through. We'll be sub 50 turns. That's what happens when you get every boost. Now in here, I think I'm going to go right into the shrine as well to get that extra great profit point going. Because just to kind of solidify, we're going to want it done anyway, obviously. It slows us down a little bit on our monument, but I'm thinking maybe choral music, actually. To be honest with you, I'm considering choral music for our religion. Obviously, there is the work ethic that everyone loves so much nowadays with all that extra power, but I feel where that work ethic is more of a belief to use when you are kind of supplementing an alternative game, but a religion game. I like the culture boost to get us to some of the wonders as quick as possible that we could potentially build. Speaking of wonders, there goes Great Bath. And zoink. And all of a sudden that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 faith that we're producing in the capital just from tiles. +5 from resources, +4 from districts, the holy site, of course. 8 from worked tiles, and a little bit of extra from amenities, and then the modifier. So when you look at our science and culture, we're pulling in 2.8 culture, and of course it'd be 2.8 science. From 2.8 science, 2.8 culture out of this. because of all that faith generation we've got going early, which is helping us obviously work through the trees quickly. We're going to try and squeak past this barbarian camp, real sneaky like. Where do we want to go? Where do we want to go? Maybe there for now. We put up a campus at some point. Cleared that out. Let's head south. We want to come down through here. Looks like that's essentially the coastline there. So we'll head down through here. There's the pop 6 we needed, so we can grab that as well. Oh, that was also a boost for Zanzibar, so that's gold, because that wasn't a first meet, but now we have a era, so that's 1 gold. A whole gold per turn in the capital. Oh, alright. We're cut off. We're not going anywhere. The only place we're going is... I guess we could probably come down here, which would mean I need to go clear that out with this guy. No, I'll have this guy come this way. Let's have this guy go around and finish this off while this guy goes... Adish way. Another nice juicy spice tile. So, let me hit next turn here. Where are we at on great profit points? We are at 1 a turn. It looks like just as we got ours up and running, a couple other people did. So we're getting that shrine up will be key. We'll have to keep an eye on. Be curious about the mountains over here and where we could potentially build. What's the appeal here? 5. So that makes me feel like there's some mountains or trees around. So that might be a spot. We're going to need gold again. How long? That might actually. Kind of want to buy that tile. Yeah. Okay, so looks like it's mountains. Which means I'm gonna need to buy both of these tiles as well. I'm gonna save up our gold. We are working the culture and the 3-2. This will be a decent little tile to grow into as well. Shoot. Let me go this way. Okay, there we go. So we can go around those guys. All right, well, I think this is probably a pretty good spot to cut video 1. We've got a shrine coming in here, and we're in competition for a great profit here. Not too shabby, not too shabby at all. And we'll keep an eye on whether I have to do some prayers. Maybe we can get another holy site up here relatively quick. We'll have to buy some tiles and see what that's all about. But we'll do that in the next episode. This has been actually a pretty long one. I misread the recording time there. We're almost at 50 minutes for an episode 1. That's a little longer than usual, but hope you guys enjoyed it. It's been the very first YouTube exclusive Wonder Star series. I hope you're enjoying, like I said, more than once now. I appreciate your support. Be sure to hit that like button. And make sure everybody in the YouTube world gets a chance to see this wonderful content. We'll see you next time. I can't believe I did that. Bye-bye, everybody.